If you didn't know, I'm Mark Gullah with RE/MAX Select Realty. Mark Gullah from RE/MAX Select Realty here. Mark Gullah with RE/MAX Select Realty here. We're back with Around Town with MG. Hey everyone, Mark Gullah from RE/MAX Select Realty. We're back with Around Town with MG. Today we're at Vesuvio's restaurant in Center Township. They've been a community staple for 36 years. We're going to talk to the owners and hear a little bit about their story. Hey guys, before the video starts, we just want to let you know that we are going to be offering up a $50 gift card that you can win. So stick around to the end of the video to see how you can do that. All right guys, we're inside Vesuvio's here with Tony Chirico, Mark Spaziani, and Jared Spaziani. I've known this business pretty much my whole life. I remember when you guys were in the Walmart Plaza. I mean, I know that was a long time ago, but going with my family, and you guys have been here for some time now. I wanted to talk about, you were in Center originally and then you moved to Center. I went to school with your son, Nick. I don't know if you could speak about how Center is important to you and your family.
Well, we grew up here. Jared grew up here. Mark, we all went to school here, and just through the soccer programs, the football programs and everything like that, we intermingled and, did stuff like that.
Yeah, I think the community here means so much to us because, it's the outpouring of love that they've given us for 36 years that's kept us in business.
36 years.
And
36 years.
Through this whole pandemic thing over here, if it wasn't for the community helping us, we wouldn't be here today.
That's great to hear. I know last week at our pre-meeting, you guys kind of touched on that. It was kind of overwhelming. You did a lot more business than you thought you were going to be able to do.
Yeah, the first 2 months of the pandemic, I mean, when it first hit, we were very nervous. No one knew what to expect, and I mean, the amount of loyalty that the customers showed to us was it was overwhelming. It really was, and that's why we try to give back to the community any chance we get.
Yeah, you guys are definitely a community staple. I know my grandparents, they get the same thing every week from you guys, and it kind of speaks to the consistency of the food too. I know I get gnocchis and meatballs every single time, and they taste exactly the same, so well done on that. Obviously, you guys are family. If you didn't know, Mark and Tony are brother-in-laws, and Jared is Mark's son. Can you guys kind of speak on, maybe Jared first, about running a family business, like the good sides, and I'm sure there's some tough times too.
Well, it's a extremely stressful business to operate. I think any restaurant owner would agree with that. But the fact that we are all family here, and that's employees included, whether you are blood or not, we are all family here. We sacrifice for each other. We love each other, but we're Italian, and we have
talk loud.
Yeah. But it's at the end of the day, it's always worth it, and especially these guys in their 60s, still putting in the hard work every day. My grandma, 89 years old, still putting in the hard work 4 days a week. It's incredible.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be a special feeling to, come to work with family, and then people that aren't your family feel like family.
Well, it's a tribute to these guys in the back. Our success is attributed to them as well, because without them, we're only a part.
Right.
These guys have been there for 35 years, 30 years, our cooks back in. So everything that goes on through here goes through their hands as well as ours.
I mean, it really shows how, you run your business. People don't want to leave,
That's highly important to us because we just had one of our cooks off for a little more than 8 weeks. And it's a struggle. I mean, when you lose one of those guys, that's why we treat them very well, and we want to be considered family. And if there's a problem, we like to listen to it, try to solve it.
Well, that's how you stay in business for 36 years. Mark, if you could touch a little bit back on the early days. I know I mentioned Walmart Plaza, and then you moved here, but even originally starting out, I think...
I don't think that we would have had the guts to start out if it wasn't for the fact that our cousins were so successful with pizza. In 1955, there was 4 brothers. One of them went up and took a shot at it, and people didn't know pizza up there. They were the first. Yeah, in Toronto. And next thing you know, he's calling another brother, and then he's calling another brother, and all 4 of them were up there, and they were so successful that we figured, hey, let's take a chance.
No doubt. And was there a previous location to Walmart Plaza that I'm not aware about?
No, it was GB Plaza. It was so bad back then that you had to dodge potholes to get to us. But
And then here, if you don't know where Vesuvio's is, we're across the street from, I could see Target in the rearview mirror out the window. So how long have you guys been here?
14 years.
14 years, okay. And Jared, obviously you're a little bit younger. When did you kind of get your feet, boots on the ground in here?
I grew up around the business. It was something like I always remember as memories just going into the business, visiting my uncle, and he treated me so well, and my friends and everything, and I was just like, this is so cool. But I've been in since the new place. I've been in about 8 years.
Okay.
Probably about 5 years ago, my great uncle Dom, who was an owner, he retired, and I ended up getting his shares after that.
Gotcha. That's awesome. All right, so we have 3 dishes on the table here. Like I said in the beginning, the gnocchis and meatballs, I've been getting that my entire life, and I come here quite often. I got the pasta Marie one time from a recommendation. Chris Baker, he's my friend, recommended it. Great recommendation. It was also good. The pizza, outstanding. These are actually the only 3 items I've ever had here. And I'm the type of person when I go to a restaurant and I find what I like, I just keep getting the same thing.
The funny thing when you say that, I have a friend, John, and he come in and he says, out of 100 times I've been in this place, 98 times I had meatballs and gnocchis. I said, dude, why don't you step it up and try something different? What's that? I said, well, try homemade fettuccine with hot sausage sauce.
Right.
I see him a couple months later, he says, I can't stop eating that now.
I know, it's like once you get on the train, you can't get off.
But the portions are always huge. I mean, we know that this once was a steel town, and that was how we started, and that's what made people come in, because they'd eat half that portion, and then they were taking half home for lunch the next day, and we could never change. I mean, we just feel that that's...
And I will vouch if you eat the entire gnocchis and meatballs, you're done for the night.
Yeah, you're logged in.
Yeah, you're feet up on the couch for sure. And then my last question always is, what is your favorite part about your job? Well, each person can answer the question.
Well, I think I'd have to say working with family, and especially getting to work with my grandma as often as I do.
Right.
Spending time with her, listening to stories about her in the olden days. The reason why our food is such high quality is because so much of it is homemade, and she has a part in that, and her knowledge and wisdom has been, presented to us so that we can keep moving forward. But I think working with her for
Is
sure.
she here right now?
She is here. You want me to go grab her?
Yeah.
Go grab her.
Let's go.
You're the boss.
Hey, Mary. I'm Mark Gullah. Nice to meet you. Good. So, go ahead. No, Jared, you can take over. Go ahead.
So Graham, we're just interested. I know you've told me these stories so many times, and I love hearing them. What got you started as far as cooking, and where did that knowledge come from?
Well, we had the farm in Italy, and Grandma was going to the farm with the workers. I went to school half a day. When I went home, Grandma would tell me what to cook. So she would come, bring the food to the workers.
How old were you?
I started cooking at 7 years old.
7 years old for all the farm hands.
Yes, I did.
And then when did you come over here?
1948.
1948.
Yes.
She's been cooking ever since.
Well, yeah, I guess when you start at 7, you learn to perfect things, huh?
Oh, no, really.
Well, these are perfected. Those are perfected.
She's very humble.
Yeah, you can tell.
Her cooking is the best.
the best.
Yeah, when we first started out, we only had the pizzas and the sandwiches. And
Okay, I didn't know that.
That wasn't cutting it, you know.
Gotcha.
And once she introduced spaghetti and, you know,
All the different
she even perfected how to make those gnocchis because, you know, when they first started, it was slow. So they used to do the rolling them out by hand. And her mother was 100 years old when she passed away.
Oh, jeez.
So,
Good
you know,
lines.
that's why we keep telling her she got 11 more years to go before she can retire.
Yeah.
See how they are?
Then she figured out how to feed it in a machine that pushes the gnocchis out, and we could barely keep up with her.
Gotcha. That was, I'm sure, nice for you to not have to do as much work.
It's much easier.
You're much easier.
89 years old, still here 4 days a week doing all the homemade prep.
I mean, that's a family business for sure. Well, we don't want to take up any more of your time. Thanks for coming out, for giving us a few minutes.
You were welcome. Okay.
Appreciate it. Take care,
See
Grammy.
you guys.
Take care.
Okay, honey, I'm going home. I'm done.
She's done.
All right, guys. Well, I'm really hungry, and I know this food's really good, so video's over. Thanks, guys, for doing this for me, and I'll be coming here for another 36 years, hopefully.
Sounds great.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
problem.
Cheers.
Obviously, we've been here a while, and it's time to go. But every time I'm at Vesuvio's, I feel like I'm at home. I want to thank the guys for having me out here to do this today. And to win that $50 gift card, all you have to do is like and share this post. Help me out, help Vesuvio's out. We'd greatly appreciate it. Thanks, everyone, and I hope you enjoyed the video.